This is Matterhorn mountain. It's the second mountain as height in the Alps after Mont Blanc. It's a very impressive mountain. This is done in photogrammetry. This is like a base. People are climbing the mountain, coming from Zermatt city, which is down there in the valley, or you can come also from the other side, from France or Italy. And this is like a base. Unfortunately, it's a mix. It has photogrammetry because the mountain is now in photogrammetry with a mode. But exactly where this base is, it's also an add-on. But being one on top of the other, it's not really clear. So when I go away a little bit, you can see a French flag appearing, which is from the other add-on. But anyway, people are just starting from here and start climbing. You can climb it in look, the French flag at the base has appeared. So you can climb it from here or on the other sides, but this is the most used. And it's just rock after rock after rock after rock. And just, I mean, I'm at 11,000 feet, and it's just hard. I'm basically topped with the collective. Just climbing. I still need to maintain a bit of forward flight, but I'm under 40 knots anyway, so I'm almost hovering. Thanks to the bit overpowered the Huey, I can climb rather quickly. In the real life, I'm sure the Huey would not be able to climb to 4,000. And here you can see in between the rocks, it's like a rock that is red. It's actually not red, it's wooden, because that thing is a wooden refuge. And people can hide there, especially if a storm or something, or if they are tired, can stop there. And then just go on climbing crazy like this. Yeah, why not? And 13,000, we go over 14,000. It's just over 4,000 meters. It's just amazing. It's just even in VR, which is a game. Still a little bit scary. I'm rather out of collective a bit. Some imperfections here, but yeah. So this is the top of the mountain. And the other mountain, which is also done in photogrammetry, is the tent, the tooth, I think. Means. And let ourselves to dive. Visit also the tent. You can see like a rift there in the ice, or I think it's the ice of a glacier that is broken like this. It's not really clear. It's interesting that the Alps are so covered in snow in Microsoft Flight Simulator, even in the summer, because I'm in live weather basically, but just a few hours before night. This aircraft is very slow to trim. Ultimately is now way forward. It's amazing. If Microsoft can pull this out to have all the mountains at least at this quality, it will be amazing. Maybe even better. I mean, you can see when you are very close, you can see it's not like the mountain is different by much, but you can see it's actually made of polygons, especially when we are that close, we can see the polygons. So it needs like an AI to clean up the mesh to make it more realistic. It's not really hard. I mean, there are harder things to create, but probably they are using the power of AI for other stuff. I'm not sure how big the area is, because the other mountain also looks like in photogrammetry and all those mountains the same, but you can say it's just awesome. Again, I maxed in throttle. I don't know, am I burning or something? I'm not checking the temperature, although I should. Torque, we are almost at maximum, so we are not really over torque. Temperatures, yeah, probably it's too cold outside, or the engine simulation is not really that good. You can see the other mountains are not in photogrammetry, they are a bit rounded. There is another area about there. It looks like a valley. Of course, it's just 2,000 meters in height. That is also in photogrammetry. I just want to check if this mountain is also in photogrammetry, and then we will turn right towards that valley. It kind of looks we are going slow. So let's go faster. Let's see how fast we can go at this altitude. Crazy, huh? Too bad Microsoft Flight Simulator doesn't have a flyby camera. Such a miss. One of the many misses. Oh, didn't thought about that. Well, we haven't. That Lula girl is just swinging of cold. She tries to keep herself warm. This glacier is also impressive. Okay, so clearly this is also photogrammetry. I mean, just crazy. Looks awesome. Minus these cuts in the model. These are kind of normal, to be expected, just imprecisions, because this is how it's imported by a single guy on his personal computer. So these imperfections are in this hole here in the mountain. In VR looks absolutely crazy. Do a photo like this. back before we crash. Oh, I don't crash. Lucky, that's a hole. I mean, it's normal. This is how they cut the scenery into chunks and then glue them together. But the gluing is done automatic. You have to specify to the program that is importing the scene to just glue the scenes with some pixels or millimeters or meters. And the program does automatically this to all the chunks, and some of them they don't align perfectly, so you have these holes. Yeah, it is how it is. Detail popping up. For sure we wish it wouldn't pop up, but still, look at those cuts in that mountain. We are really tiny creatures. Around us, we do have some, but not in the area. A lot of 777, a lot of 777s. Let's pass through this gap. The mountain is kind of crooked. It's crazy. I mean, this mountain obviously was cut like this, like pieces of it fell over the millions of years. So you can imagine millions of years it just takes to lose a few rocks. So to be probably it was part of a huge mountain range or a hill. It was probably more like a hill. And this is another area that is photogrammetry, and again here I should see the scenery also also done, yeah, I see the cable cars that are done by an add-on, but also they are mixed with the photogrammetry. So the cable cars that look like objects, it's just scenery. Also the cables, just they match almost perfectly with the real scenery, which is far less detailed, like this station here. As you can see, this is a cable done, tower done by the mod, the add-on, and this is the real one. And it's just a little bit to the left, or it's a second one. Probably it's just a second one. You can see this. This one is exactly where the real one is, because you can see the towers, the real towers, which are these structures that are not really well done. This thing looks like a mangled mushroom, and the towers then they are applied, this is the error, they are applied on top of the real towers, because it just puts the towers of the cable car on top of the scenery, and it just happens there's another tower where it's just a little bit to the left or to the right, it can go to the correct altitude. You can see here it's just on the side. Still as imperfect as it is, it's just really a sight to behold. And here you can see the cables with snow catched by the photogrammetry. And this is the end of the ride. And here is welcome to France or Italy. That's a structure done by the mod. You can see it is way better model. Wow, and this is a cable car that's going over some really big gap. Jeez, look at this. They have so many cable cars. I'm not sure there are this many. This is the add-on that does this, but they look like small cable cars, not big, huge cable cars. So maybe it is like that. I think, like, just insane. This is where it ends, the scenery. The next mountain is not done in photogrammetry. And we can see it's not off by much. So that's the second cable probably, and this is where it ends, and just a little bit above is where it ends in real life. If we can land on the there is a helipad, but it's almost to the right, away from where I want to actually go. So we'll go here to the Observatory. Can't remember now the name. Gorner Grazi, something like that. Observatory, which has a tram line that comes from the Zermatt village, city, down in the valley. Let's see if we can land there. Not sure. Oh, but again, it will be covered in photogrammetry, because this is clearly photogrammetry, and yeah, the objects is covered. It's a pity. This is how it looks in photogrammetry, but in default Microsoft Flight Simulator it's a way better model, but it's covered now. But you can see the tram line. That thing red is the tram, and this is the Observatory. Yeah, I think we will go to... Oh, that's not a helipad actually, it's an accident. I have some missions activated in the sim, and there are some missions you can go to save somebody. Some accidents, ski accident, car accidents, climbing accidents, sort of. Let's go to the Zermatt city and land there. Can you imagine the tram going up there? There is a plane on the helipad in the city. Or a helicopter. Let's see if it's covered in photogrammetry. It doesn't look here. It doesn't look like it's photogrammetry still. Yeah, there is a plane, but it's not human because there is no icon. Okay, let's lower the collective and just down. I don't see the helipad. It's my first time here. Says it's around here. I'm basically auto-rotating. Where's the helipad? Okay, pulling collective. I think it's here. Yeah, this is the scenery. This is it. Blended. Very cool.